Hey everybody, today I want to talk about why all this butter munching going around might not be the best thing for you. I have seen the negative effects of eating all the butter that you want in order to break the sugar addiction to be able to stick on a carnivore diet. I've been seeing the negative effects in my coaching clients, and pretty much most of them come to me after trying that, gaining weight, and realizing that is not the answer. In this video, I'm going to explain why you need to stop eating sticks of butter if you actually want to be able to break your sugar addiction, lose the weight, and stick to carnivore, or really any diet that's non-addictive that you want. But first, I want to share with you a quick update on my Ana Luisa jewelry that you see me rocking nonstop ever since I started working with them. Ana Luisa sent me the first set of items in February of 2022. So it's been a year and a half almost that I've been rocking their pieces. And I want to share just how amazingly they hold up. They don't tarnish. They look exactly brand new, just like the first time I got them. And I've been wearing them nonstop. And that's because Ana Luisa conducts rigorous physical and chemical tests to make sure that their pieces don't tarnish and that they are hypoallergenic and that they are safe to wear. My favorite pieces so far are this herringbone type shiny snake necklace and this shiny hoop earring set. You've seen me wear them almost every day now. Every time I hop on an Instagram live or I film a YouTube video, most of the time, if not all the time, I am wearing Ana Luisa jewelry. Also, you can check out this gold bracelet that I got recently that I'm also really loving. I love this design. Is so minimalistic, progressive, modern, and it fits my personality perfectly. Also, check out these duo earrings. I got those in February 2022 and they've held up. No tarnishing. Actually, all of the earrings that I got in February 2011 and all the pieces I ordered, none of them have tarnished. It is important though that you follow their care instructions if you really want them to hold up for a very long time. So don't shower in them or go in chlorinated pools or expose them to perfume or cologne or makeup and lotions, things like that. So if you're gonna wear something 24/7, then just pay attention and just remove it before you take a shower or when you go to the beach, for example. And finally, an important update, Ana Luisa jewelry has started offering a 2-year warranty instead of their 1-year warranty. So this is really exciting and you can purchase these pieces with a very high level of confidence that you have them in perfect tip-top shape for a very long time. Use my code DRZALDIVAR20 to get 20% off of your order. I will also make sure I post my direct link that has the coupon code embedded in it in the description box below. All right, now let's continue on with why you need to stop munching on those butter sticks. Number one, butter is dairy. All dairy is inflammatory. Okay, we are the only species on the planet that is consuming the milk of a different species. Not only that, historically, it's only been in the last 0.001% of our existence as a species here on Earth that we have started to introduce dairy into our food supply. And recent evidence shows it wasn't really up until the 1700s that we started increasing our consumption of dairy. And that's only if you come from European heritage. Inflammation in your body does not bode well for a healthy mood and being able to overcome an addiction. Another thing is that one butter stick packs in it 800 calories. This is not natural. This is not food. As a matter of fact, any type of high-fat food that's calorically dense like that is actually addictive. So if we're trying to heal the brain from addiction, how are you going to heal it if you're still introducing addictive foods every single day? And the food industry knows this very well, which is why they jam-pack as much as possible all the fat that they can fit in without you paying attention or noticing it. I have heard so many horror stories from my clients that they try to do the all-you-can-eat, all the fat, all the butters in order to help them break that craving. And I've had clients put on 40 pounds in just 2 months. You know how much effort it takes to peel off those 40 pounds? Like, that's the complete opposite goal of what we're trying to achieve here with going carnivore. This is why I feel morally obligated to shoot this video for you. It's kind of a warning, and it's really trying to help people understand all aspects of dairy and what it really does to our brain. Here's the thing though, if you have 100 pounds or 70 pounds to lose, you could eat the butter and it could help you. It's definitely going to rank lower on the addiction scale than eating sugars or cake or cookies. And that can help. And this is why you hear so many success stories, right? The truth is, anybody who has 100 pounds to lose, just any minor tweaks in their diet is going to help them lose weight very easily, right? But I want to help you take it to the next level. I want to make sure after you drop those 70 or 100 pounds and you still have those last 20, 30, or 40 pounds, this is when we really have to pay attention to the details and the nuances of what we're doing. Also, I did recommend butter for certain coaching clients who have a lot of joint pain, who are just starting out on cutting their sugar addiction. And for them, at this point, they still can't work out. It's only been a couple weeks or 3 weeks. However, now that they're doing a little bit of butter to help them get through those 2 to 3 weeks, the joint pain has significantly dropped. And now they're going to start actually lifting and running and maybe jogging or walking first. But eventually, every day that goes by, the inflammation is going to drop, the joint pain is going to drop, and eventually they no longer will have to do the butter. It's recommended that they don't and just focus on exercise instead. Also, if you have certain genetics, like Asian genetics, for example, Asian genetics have a very hard time storing subcutaneous fat. And so if you are lucky in that area, then please go ahead, have the butter. If it helps you stay off the sugar, that's fantastic, especially in the first 2 to 3 weeks, 2 to 3 months. And then you can go back and clean up the diet even more. Or maybe you might always be able to do dairy because it doesn't really lead to weight gain for you. So if that's you, I'm very happy for you. You're lucky. Keep doing what you're doing. However, most people aren't that lucky. And so what should they do instead? You have to understand what the root cause of the weight gain and the sugar addiction is. And the root cause is simply a deficit in the amount of dopamine and dopamine receptors you have in your brain. And so treating addiction and treating weight gain is simply a matter of repairing that damage and raising both circulating levels of dopamine and the amount of dopamine receptors or D2 receptors so that they can bind to one another and give you that feeling that you're productive, you have perfect memory, you have energy, you're not that hungry, and you lose weight like crazy. And the best part is that exercise does that in a dose-dependent manner. That means the higher the intensity and the longer the duration of the exercise, the greater the amount of dopamine and D2 receptors that you can manually create in your brain. So you are in full control of your mood and your dopamine levels, and that also means in your addiction. Because as you raise the dopamine, the addiction goes down, and the higher the dopamine, the lower the addiction and the urges. And you can say, well, how much should I be running? And I cannot give you an answer because I don't know the extent of the damage in your brain. So somebody who's had a severe sugar addiction for 10 years versus someone who's had a severe sugar addiction for 1 year, who's going to have a faster time going back to perfect dopamine levels? Obviously, the one who's only had it for 1 year addiction, right? And so the only way to know is by your symptoms. Every time you have a craving, that means you're not there yet. Increase the intensity and increase the duration. And it's sort of like a rehab program that's intense that you really want to go all into for a few months until you heal your brain and then your hormones and microbiome improve because you've had perfect adherence to the diet and your life circumstances and your income have improved again because you higher your dopamine, the more productive you are, the better you show up every day. And that way you don't have to do this forever. It's just a focused, short-term, intense rehab program. I have filmed another video. It's 10 minutes and dives a little bit deeper into exactly how dopamine is increased by exercise in a dose-dependent manner. I highly recommend you check it out. I'm also going to link it up here. So basically what I'm suggesting is using exercise as a form of rehab for the brain. It's similar to taking in clean cocaine. That's right, I've got the merch for that. Check it out in the description box below. Clean cocaine without the drop and the crash that usually happens after you do consume something that's actually addictive like cocaine. And also a very important point here, as you increase your exercise dose and duration and you rebuild the brain back up again, you're going to be losing weight like crazy. And that's exactly what we want. If you don't have much weight to lose, you will naturally be hungrier anyway. And so you will eat as much as you need to maintain your weight. And that's the beauty of a carnivore diet. It is a weight normalization diet. It is not a weight loss or weight gain diet. It just normalizes your weight and it gets it to where your ideal optimal is. And it is very important that you lose the weight. And here's why. Every single fat cell on your frame doesn't just sit there storing calories. It is an active endocrine organ, meaning it is every single minute of every single day releasing inflammatory molecules into your system. And that inflammation messes with dopamine activity in your brain. It messes with your hormones. It messes with every system. All of those factors just make it much harder for you to be able to stick to your diet and to be able to finally get sober from food addiction. And this is the beauty of the kind of work that I do with my coaching clients. Not only do they start feeling literally happier from day one, because every single day they have more dopamine and D2 receptors are just consistently going up and up and up in energy levels, in mood, in memory, in productivity, better sleep, everything you can think of. But at the same time, they're dropping weight like crazy. And it's like you drop the weight, you're getting fitter and healthier, and you're getting happier and more energetic at the same time. If you want more of this kind of information, you do not want to miss out on my group coaching meetings. We do them every Sunday at 9 a.m. Eastern and Thursdays 2 p.m. Eastern. It is $49 a month for one weekly session and $99 a month for 2 weekly sessions. And because you stayed with me till the end, I am offering free 25 seats in my group coaching packages. So the first 25 people to email me at adwansarah@gmail.com, it's going to show up on the screen. Email me with the text, reserve my spot, both in the title and in the body of the email. You will be given a free coaching package for a full month for the bi-weekly one. So you can show up every Sunday and Thursday or whichever one you choose. So that's 8 total sessions a month where you can check out the group coaching that I offer and hopefully kickstart your transformation into healing your brain, getting on a carnivore diet, and finally getting after every goal you want. And I want to wrap this up by shouting out Ana Luisa Jewelry one more time. Thank you so much for all of the jewelry that you send me. And for anyone who likes these pieces, make sure you use my code SarahZaldivar20 to get 20% off. I will also post my direct link with a coupon embedded in the description box below. Thank you all for watching. Make sure you like, subscribe, and hit that little notification bell icon so YouTube alerts you every time I post a new video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.